right, jabronis, we're back. It's been a crazy week for me this week. I don't know how about you guys have been doing. How about you guys have been doing? What the hell are you talking about, dude? I don't know about you guys, but as you can tell, it's been a nutso week for me. Got a bunch of busted pipes in the house over here at the compound, at the LPDS studio in the compound here. Busted pipes, leaking, flooding everywhere. Can't use my kitchen sink now. Can't use my washing machine because all the shit sewage water is pumping back into the basement. So I had to call the Mario brothers to come in and take care of the plumbing and do some, plumb these pipes out so I can live like a decent human being again. So I've been dealing with that the whole week. It's been kind of a pain in the ass. I can't go to work, which you think might be nice. Oh, you get the days off, you could do whatever you want, watch TV, but it's not, because first of all, I like my job, and I don't want to sit here and watch plumbers plumb on shit water and shit pipes all day. There's other things I could be doing with my life. Just like I would expect the same of you, you would also probably be a little bit annoyed to have to sit there and babysit plumbers cleaning pipes at your compound. So that's what I'm saying. I'm dealing with it. I got I've been to war, okay? I could deal with a couple of busted pipes and not having to go to work for a few days. I can handle it, okay? So I don't want to hear that shit. But we'll make it through. The pipes will be done hopefully soon. What is it? What are we today? Today's Thursday. It's got to be done by tomorrow. So by the time you hear this, it should be done and fixed. And everything should be good. I should be up in New Jersey celebrating my nephew's birthday. I think he's 6. We're going to be 6. I don't know. I should probably figure that out before I get up there. But by the time you're listening to this, he's 6 years old. Happy birthday to the little champion. So hopefully I'll get to go up there and enjoy some pizza and cake, because that's what you do at a kid's birthday in New Jersey. You go to a movie or you go to a roller rink, and then you slide down a couple of Sal's greasy slices of pie, and you're good to go. Have a little cake, a little espresso, sausage and peppers one style, and it should be a good weekend. Fingers crossed, the pipes are good, and we got pipes and pizza. That's the goal. So that's why I'm recording now, so that I can get this done, get this to the people, Jabroni Junction, get it to you heathens on time, so that you can enjoy your weekend by listening to me rant and bitch about God knows what, because apparently enough of you like that, so I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to give the people what they want. So I'm recording a little early, hightail up to Jersey, pipes and pizza. So with that said, let's just get into it. Step into the cage.
Okay, let's run.
All right. Today's Into the Cage segment is proudly sponsored by Mario's Man Thongs. Summer is right around the corner, fellas. And you know all the chicks are going to be out there hitting the beaches and cruising for dudes. Well, why don't you finally do something to stand out in the crowd and let those babes know you mean business by buying one of Mario's sleek and sexy man thongs. Thongs so manly, no girl will be able to resist you. They even come in a padded option to make your piscadillo look somewhat respectable for once in your life. So to get a Mario's Man Thong today, visit www.hestringgstring.com and use the promo code CRACK for 3% off your first pair of Man Thong. We got to get real sponsors in this segment real quick, because it's going downhill fast, folks. We got Mario up in here selling his man thongs. There's no restriction on how you look to be able to buy this. There's no threshold of you have to look this svelte or ripped or in shape to be able to wear this on the beach. So Who knows who's going to be buying those? Nikki Sticks could be out there one of these days rocking a Mario's and Manthong and MMT. That's a sight for sore eyes. We need real sponsors, and we need them ASAP, folks. Help a brother out here. Anyway, the Cage fact today. So we're going off of last week's fact, building off of the Vampire's Kiss just saga that we've built for ourselves here. Now, we talked about the cockroach eating. How Nick Cage ate a real cockroach in the one scene of Vampire's Kiss for extra dramatic effect. Now, he mentioned prior, he mentioned as part of that, every fiber of my being was dreading that scene where I had to eat the cockroach, and he did it. He toughed it out because he's Nick Cage. Of course he's going to. What you don't know is that originally that scene was scripted for him to just be, again, doing something weird, to be sucking on a raw egg, which is despicably weird enough. But Nick Cage said, no, not crazy enough for this film and for this main character. We're going to double down on crazy, and I'm going to put in the cockroach. I'm going to add the cockroach into the mix. He voluntarily did it. It was his idea. The Cage cockroach. Of course it was his idea. I don't know what you people were thinking that he did it against his will. What are you, nuts? I don't know who I'm talking to, you people. Whoever's listening, if you thought for 1 second that Nick Cage did that against his will and that it was not his idea, you're out of your mind. Get off this program if you don't think that Nick Cage was wild enough to concoct that cockamamie idea on his own. That's all I'm saying. That's the Nick Cage fact for the week. We got more Vampire's Kiss stuff coming up in the future, so stay tuned for that. Because that movie apparently is as wild as they get and right with Cage facts. I was going to say phage facts. I don't know what that is, but I'm losing my mind this week with the pipes. I got shit air. I can't open my basement without smelling sewage. It's despicable. And you see the schnoz. We talked about it last week. The gift of schnoz with the extra sense of smell abilities. It does not work out sometimes, folks. So it's just something you got to be aware of and understand that this whole week I've been making sacrifices, smelling shit, not using my sink, washing my laundry at work like an absolute idiot. Still here to record for the people. Never forget. When I'm president, never forget what I did for you now. Imagine what I'll be able to do for you then from the White House. Don't forget to vote, 2024. All right, let's just jump into the junction, spin the logo up. Now, I guess this is sort of like a Stugotz of the week, a 2-in-1, a 2-for-1. That's a better deal than Mario's Manthongs. So we'll pop the Stugotz. How you doing in here?
Stugotz? Fucking Goomba trash.
But I wanted to talk about this previously, and I'm almost glad I didn't, because I had more experiences earlier this week that just compounded my issue with customer service. Or I should say lack of customer service these days. I've had several in the past 3 weeks alone, probably more, and I'll get into that in a second. Several brain-busting, absolutely torturous experiences with several different customer service reps, customer service in quotes. I use that term very loosely because it's only their job title. It's not what they're actually providing. Terrible experiences the past couple of weeks. Now, I don't condone one bit being a Karen and just going aggressive Brahma bull on some poor schmuck sitting behind the desk of whatever. Pick your establishment because the shoes you bought, they didn't have tied laces or some stupid thing. I don't suggest doing that. In fact, I don't agree with that at all. You should not be jumping down some poor bastard's throat because you're a piece of shit and you're insecure about yourself. You got your own problems and you're projecting on them. Don't do that. They're human beings after all. However, at some point, it's our responsibility to let that other person know, to let somebody else know how stupid they are. When somebody is stupid or lazy or not helpful, not doing their job, at some point they need to know about that. Otherwise, how will they get better? How is somebody supposed to get better and not be stupid anymore if they don't even know that they're stupid to begin with? Somebody's got to tell them. So while I don't condone going full Karen on somebody and raising hell and starting brawls in the Olive Gardens, there needs to be some sort of accountability for this lack of customer service. Because it's this coddling of feelings approach where you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I don't want to tell them they're dumb, they're nice. I don't want to tell them they're being lazy. That's mean. I'll hurt their feelings. That attitude is what got us in this mess of incompetence in the first place. This is why the majority of the people you deal with out and about over the last 20 years have been nothing but disappointing. So the coddling of the feelings has to stop at some point. And it's not just at like one place, like a one-off situation. Oh, I dealt with a bad egg. That's all it is. It's everywhere. Every place you go, if you're contacting customer service for whatever reason, there is a higher than average likelihood that you're going to be dealing with an incompetent idiot. Which to me is mind-boggling. Because in that department, the customer service, the associate department, the support department, those are the people there specifically to support you, the customer. Yet time and time again, you get disappointed with the lack of support. And I know this is a first world problem because in other countries, they don't even have jobs for you to have to be able to complain about support. You can't even, there's no businesses in third world countries. They're fighting for water and toilet. They don't have to deal with this. They got more important issues that they're dealing with. I got it. But in the comfort of my own studio and my compound, I'm going to bitch and complain about this issue. It's the biggest issue in my life this week besides the pipes and potentially not having pizza if the plumbers can't get this shit done by Friday. I call up Lowe's. We're going to go through the story now of one of the experiences, okay? So stay with me, guys and gals. So a Christmas present for our parents, for Crazy Carol and JPL3, was the three of us, the three siblings, myself, my sister, and Nikki Sticks, pooled our resources, our funds, to purchase our parents a new grill. They just moved to a new house, get a new grill. So that she can cook steaks. My mother can cook steaks and Berg Daddies and sausage and peppers and all the how you doings that you cook on a grill. So we order this grill. I do all the logistics work. Only Lowe's has the particular combo grills that we're looking for. Looking for a pellet grill combo with a propane because they have a pellet fireplace. So ipso facto, it's easier. You already got pellets at the house. You throw that in there. Now you could smoke meat. You could do other things with the pellet side of the house. It'll be good to go. Lowe's is the only places that have it in the area. So order online for a in-store assembly and pickup. We spend the little extra coin, the extra schatol, to get them to build the thing so that all we got to do the next time I'm up in Jersey with my truck is pick the damn thing up, bring it to the nut house, and start cooking up sausage and peppers. I end up dealing with 2 different Lowe's stores. Have about 18 to 20 phone calls each store over the past month. I can't tell you how many accidental hangups, how many I don't knows I got from the customer service person. I don't know. You're the customer support person. And get this, 2 separate canceled orders, inadvertent canceled orders. All we're trying to do is get a grill that's already in the store, built and assembled, and scheduled for pickup, for me to pick up. They don't have to do anything else. And they're getting paid extra for it. Assembly, I paid extra for it. Waiting for weeks. Hey, what's the status? I don't know. Well, could you find out, please? Oh, I guess I could ask a manager. What do you do there, Ricky? Tell me what you do there that you don't know, like how to do that. How to go over there, check the grill in the back to see if it's assembled and see if it's ready to go. One time I called them, and the lady, really nice lady, heart of gold, real sweet kid, called her up. I said, hey, been waiting 2 weeks. You guys have 23 of these specific grills in your shop. We're waiting 3 weeks for someone to assemble it so I can pick it up. Calling from out of state. Can you help me out? Give me an update. And she goes, yeah, don't worry. Your order's been canceled and your money's been refunded. No problem. I said, what? Who canceled my order? Oh, I don't know. Can you find out, please? Oh, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that in my own store where I'm the customer support person, the supportist. I don't know how to check the status of orders and why things got canceled. Now, lucky for her, she accidentally hung up on me before I can really spin off into Karen's space and really lose my mind on her. This happened another time where they accidentally canceled the order. It's like they're hitting buttons. Boop, it's gone. Like in that South Park episode where they give the banker the money and he's like, oh, thanks, and it's gone. Twice. 2 grills gone, and the supply dwindled down to only 5 grills left before I finally was able to secure an assembled grill that we're picking up and bringing over. So by the time you hear this episode, maybe Crazy Carol will have a grill to cook London broils on, or else I'm going to have another story for you guys about how I got my ass kicked by my mother in my 30s because I screwed up the grill order again. We're going on over a month here, and the customer service center couldn't service the customer. Now, I thought maybe, okay, I got a bad experience. It's a one-off. No big deal. Go to schedule my dental appointment. You got to do that in the military. They got to make sure your teeth are on par and ready for war. You know how you need fresh teeth for war so they can identify you when you die, I guess. I don't know. Call up the dentist. This is rich. Got to schedule. It's an annual checkup and cleaning. That's the requirement in the military, is an annual checkup and a cleaning. You got to get, that's the how you doing. Now, I've been in for almost 12 years now. And every time You call for your checkup appointment and cleaning is one phone call, one appointment, one shot. Pretty realistic to think for a dentist to be able to schedule those in one shot. It takes about 2 minutes for the checkup and about 30 minutes for the cleaning, right? So roughly 32 to 36 minutes we're talking for an appointment. Really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. So I call up. First of all, don't call during lunch. Can't call military dental during lunch because they'll be sitting by the phone, stuffing their faces, and they're not answering that phone. This is my lunchtime, and I will not answer. I don't care what the emergency is. I don't care if this guy got his teeth knocked in by a Taliban. I'm eating my roast beef sandwich, my triple decker, and milkshake. I'm not answering the phone. Got it, Daniel. So I call back. Hey, buddy, here for, I'm calling for a checkup and my cleaning. Let's do it. Easy peasy, right? Says, oh, sir, we can only do the checkup. And then when you come in after your checkup, you can schedule the cleaning. I said, no. Why, let's just knock it out. You give me an hour block. Let's play it safe. An hour block, checkup and cleaning all in one shot. It's like, no, I can't do that. Why not? Because that's not what we do. That was the reason. That's not what we do. All right. What do you do then and why? Oh, I don't know, sir. I do the checkup and then the cleaning when you come in. I said, okay, what do we do this, buddy? I said, look at your calendar. On this day, do you have an hour block completely open? Yep. Okay. Give me the first half hour for a checkup. Got it. Okay. Give me the second half hour for the cleaning. No, sir, can't do that. That's not the policy. The policy is you got to come in and do the cleaning after the checkup. I said, well, okay, what if we do this, Daniel? Let's go first block, checkup. Second half hour, checkup number 2, and I'll just tell the guy to clean me then. Daniel goes, sir, why would you want 2 checkups within a year like that? You don't need that. Bang! My brain splattered all over the wall practically when I heard that. He couldn't even put 2 and 2 together to understand what I was trying to do. Now, was I weaseling my way into trying to get a cleaning, and a checkup in one shot? Yeah, maybe. But the fact that he legitimately did not pick up on that was embarrassing to say the least. So now I have my checkup. I'm going to go there. It's going to be a 2-minute checkup. He's going to tell me, you're fine. Don't chew tobacco. Floss more. The same shit. And then he's going to be like, okay, I'll see you for your cleaning whenever that's scheduled, months from now, because they're all backed up apparently. So now what could have been a 36-minute process, a scheduling event, one appointment, is now going to be a 2 to 3 month process to get this damn thing done because he couldn't deviate from the policy that he didn't even know who made. Because I went down that road with him. Hey, whose policy is it? I don't know. Well, who made this policy and why is this the policy? Do you even know why you're being told to do this? Or are you just blindly listening to what some other jabroni told you to do? No, it's the policy, sir. You guys created the policy, Daniel. Your team of experts created that policy. Who did it? Why? And how can we get past it? How can we get better, Daniel? Help me help you. And this went on. And I have several more stories from the past 2 weeks alone I'm not even going to get into. But this whole bare minimum mentality coupled with the stupidity and lack of brain use, that just has to stop. Especially in that world, the customer support world. And moreover, we have to stop accepting it. Why do you think it's happened in the first place? We've been accepting it. We got to hold people accountable for their stupidity or laziness. This whole, I'm only going to do the very minimum thing I'm told to do and nothing more at all, ever. And I don't know why, and I don't know who's telling me to do it this way, but I'm just going to do the bare minimum. That whole mentality has to stop. I almost would rather have the stupid guy because at least you know he's trying. They're just stupid. But the lazy, bare minimum garbage is infuriating. We have to hold people accountable. Respectfully, of course. We don't need to be Karens about it. We can be respectful. And this whole, on our end, it's just easier to just let it go. I don't feel like dealing with it. I'll just let it go. I'll call back. That whole mentality, fuck you with that mentality. It's that beta bitch boy attitude that got you there, that got them people there in the first place, that created this mess of incompetence and laziness because they think now it's okay. This is what you do with children. You hold them accountable then so that they don't do it later on. If you want higher quality in people like I do, apparently, you too have to hold yourself accountable and hold them accountable for that higher quality. Now, I can sit here and bitch all day about it, but if I'm not doing anything to help and get people there and hold people accountable, then what am I bitching about? I have no right to be bitching and moaning when I'm not doing anything to help the problem. If you want the problem to go away, do something about it. Respectfully, of course. No Karens. It's easier to not say anything. Just let it go. Just let it go. Is the exact reason we got here. That is not the way to do things. And if you have children, teach them now to not be lazy and stupid like that. You don't want lazy, bare minimum panty waists as kids to grow up to be lazy, bare minimum panty waists as adults. Because I got news for you. Most of those idiots out there doing the bare minimum with their lives and not being held accountable are probably still living at home under your roof. So do yourself a favor and do the rest of the world a favor and teach your kids. Don't be lazy. Hold yourself accountable. Hold others accountable. Use your brains. And stop and start being mature, smart, hardworking adults again. You can go ahead and lazy and dumb shame them if you have to. I have no problem doing that. I know people don't. Again, we're going back to the feelings reports. Oh, you don't want to hurt their feelings and stuff. I don't care about that. If you're being lazy, especially if you're being lazy, I have no problem lazy shaming somebody. If you're stupid, I'll be a little bit more respectful because you're usually trying. The stupid people try real hard. They're just dumb. I know for a fact because I try real hard and I am stupid too with a lot of things, so I get it. But the mentality of customer service should be, our job is to provide a service for this customer. If we can't provide that service, there's not going to be a customer. We're not going to have our business. That's what it should be. Instead, we've created this acceptance and level of incompetence to where the mentality is, these guys suck at their job as I'm the supervisor. These guys suck, but nobody's going to go elsewhere. They're too lazy to go elsewhere and do anything about it. It's just easier for them to stick to what they know. They'll be back. So I'm just not going to hold anybody accountable and let them keep sucking and not get any better. It's not bothering me. I don't have to pay these guys anymore. Which is a ridiculous way to go about business. And that's how it is now. Remember when your parents, when you were younger back in the day, they would always warn you about the real world? Hey, it's not going to be like that in the real world. You can't just get away with being lazy and stupid. They'll cut your throat out there. It's brutal out in the real world. I got news for you, folks. We have created a Nerf society where it is no longer brutal in the real world. The real world is a figment of our imagination. Okay? It used to be that way where people were held accountable, and if you sucked at your job, you got canned, and there was no discussion about raises or higher wages or anything like that because you didn't do shit, you don't get higher wages. Now, that mentality is crazy talk. I'm the nut guy. I'm the nutso. What's the nut guy, Libretti? Jesus, I'm losing my mind here, folks. I'm the nut job for thinking that people should be held accountable and do what they're getting paid for. And the real world is now non-existent. It's now Nerf land, where everything's made up and the only thing that matters are your feelings and not actually quality of product or service or results. Nothing like that. Work ethic, brain usage out the window. Don't need it. All about the feelings, baby. And I'm the crazy one, right? We are allowed to expect more from people, folks, and hold people accountable, and we can do it without being unreasonable Karens. Okay? It takes extra work, yes. And I know people don't want to do that. But it can be done, and it should be done. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to those people to let them know so that they can get better. And then everybody can end up being better overall in general, which is what we talk about every week with the big three. You know how good is contagious? It spreads. So does accountability. And holding people to what they sign up for, what they're getting paid to do. To their word. Hold them to their word. Anything like that. It can be done. We can do that. We can either let the uselessness continue or we could do something about it. Now, there are not two extremes to this situation here, folks. It's not let the uselessness continue and be forever and just accept that, or go 0 to 100 right off the rails, full throttle Karen style, Charlie's Angels 2, and just rip somebody to shreds because you didn't get enough fries and your number 2 McFatfuck order of the day at McDonald's. It's not one or the other. There is a middle ground, okay? That's where we come in. That's where we have to use our efforts and our brains to understand the situation, see the stupid and lazy person, and understand that they are, in fact, a person. Do a little critical analysis right there on the spot and find a way to effectively communicate with that person so that they understand, respectfully, of course, that they're lazy or stupid and how to get better. We can walk them through that process. I have been walked through that process several times as a stupid, dumb person, and I am better for it. And I appreciate the people who took the effort and the time to do that for me. Now it's time for us to pay it forward and do it for the other stupid, dumb, lazy bastards out there. And that's all I got for today, folks. I don't know how long I've been bitching and crying about, but I'm sure you're over it. I'm over it. We'll cut it there. But before we go, of course, got to talk about the big three. Always. Most important part of your day is remembering these things. Number 1, exercise every day. Do something. Anything. to help you physically, mentally, and emotionally improve your life, which will in turn help you improve the lives of others because of your overall better, more positive attitude about things. Number 2, don't be a shitty person. Don't be a Karen. There's a middle ground to get across to somebody, to get your point across, and to get somebody better, hold them accountable without being a shithead. I just heard somebody say it was the One Man Thrill Ride. I think he posted a video recently. Love that guy. Go check him out on Instagram. He's an electric entertainer, I guess you can call him. He called them the keyboard cowboys or something like that. Don't be sitting there, text message tough guy and somebody like a shithead because, you can hide behind your computer. You never have to meet that person in person. Don't forget, there are other human beings that you're interacting with. They have feelings. They have families. It affects them just as much as it affects you when you get hate on that end as well. So remember that before you decide to be a shitty person. And number 3, most important, of course, be thankful and grateful for all the good you have in your lives. Let bozos like me bitch and complain about something so trivial like customer support at Lowe's or the dentist so that you don't have to. You could go focus more on all the good in your life and be thankful and grateful for that so that you're a happier person. And in turn, you're not going to be bitching and crying and moaning about something so stupid and trivial like a jackass at Lowe's or some dickbag at the dentist. All right? Be thankful and grateful for all the good that you have. And those problems won't seem like problems really anymore. I promise you that. Which is a reason why I almost didn't even want to talk about that, because as I'm talking and bitching, you're realizing in my own head, man, this is not a problem at all. If this is my biggest problem in life, I'm doing okay. Unfortunately, it's not. I got pipes, bursted pipes, potentially no pizza because of the pipes. So I got bigger problems than customer service, but I'm thankful for the opportunity to possibly get pizza this week and the opportunity to get new pipes. So there's that. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to check out the website, as always, johnlibretti.com. It's got everything: Instagrams, Facebooks, YouTube's, Apple, Spotify, all that stuff. Tell your friends. Please spread the word. Actually go and like the videos. I know you bastards are watching the videos and listening. You can hit the like. It's one extra click. You could do it. And if you're so inclined to put that extra effort in, put in a comment. Tell your friends. Spread the good word so that the rest of the world can get the good word of the people by the people's jabroni. Just do it, okay? Thank you again. I love you all. Stay strong.